So this is a Coachman VIP 462. Going to take you around the van, show you how it operates. In the front locker on the right hand side, you have your gas regulator up on the bulkhead. We do have the pipe work available here on site should you need it. And we also have the 2 gas bottle tie downs in the front locker, where you can carry a maximum of 2 6-kilogram propane gas bottles. The pipe work itself is £15 from the gas regulator to the gas bottles itself. Should you need that, we can also do you a combination with the gas bottle and battery at the same time, which is a 110 amp leisure battery for £85. So in the front locker on the opposite side, you have a storage locker for putting accessories in, should you need to, while you are travelling. On the side of the caravan, you have your heating and hot water flow. That is for the Aldi system. You would never cover this up or block it at all, as it does get rather hot while it's in operation, and it does make the caravan breathe essentially from the heating and hot water system, a bit like the flue on the side of your house. You've then got your leg wind downs on each corner at the front of the caravan, and they are just there for stabilising the caravan rather than lifting the caravan. So when you put these down, you make sure they just touch the ground, you don't put any pressure on them so it lifts the caravan at all. It could potentially damage the floor of the van. You also then got your water pump connection, or your water pump. So your water pump drops down inside the aqua roll itself. I'll show you how to fill it once we go inside. And the pump then very simply pushes into the side of the caravan and locks into place with the cover. So the battery that's on the van is a brand new battery. Like I said, if you do wish to have this battery, you can have the battery on its own for £75, or with the gas pipe from the regulator to the bottles for the special price of £85. Normally the battery on its own is £110, and the gas pipe £15. You've then got your mains power lead coming into the side of the caravan, and that is simply there to connect the power on site to the caravan. We've then got the motor mover and wheel nuts. The wheel nuts will torque while you're here on site, so you can see they've been tightened correctly, and we'll also demonstrate the motor mover fully, so you can see that is operating in the way it should. The fresh water that goes in the front of the caravan has to come out somewhere, and down the side of the caravan you'll actually see the 2 grey waste pipes. So you have the larger diameter holes on the outside of that fitment where your grey pipe work goes into, and they'll drop down inside your waste master. Coming to the back of the caravan, you have your toilet flush tank. So you take the cap off it, undo that, and then you can put 3.5 litres of water into this tank and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use. In the bottom, you have your toilet waste cassette, which you release by pulling up the grey handle and pulling the cassette towards you. The neck here turns out so you can tip the waste away, and then you've got the cap here for measuring your pink and your blue fluid. You'd put 1 litre of water in this cassette prior to use, and a cap full of the blue fluid. In the top cassette, like I said, it's 3.5 litres of water and a cap full of the pink fluid. On the back of the caravan, you've got your wind down legs again, and again they are just there for stabilising the caravan rather than lifting the caravan. You'd never lift the van, just due to the fact, like I said before, it could potentially damage the floor. Coming down the door side of the caravan, again you've got your motor mover and your wheels. You have your 2 fridge vents. The 2 fridge vents are very simply there to allow hot air out the back of the fridge unit and to take some cool air in. And behind one of these you'll also find a gas flue for when the fridge is running on gas. The covers stay on. You don't ever take these off, obviously. They are just removable for engineers when they need to do gas flue tests, etc. In the side locker here, you'll notice you've got your leg winder for the caravan to stabilise the van. And that is a storage locker, so you can access the front seat underneath the front seating area. You've then got your barbecue gas point just here with the correct connection attached, and then you've got the last of your wind down legs. Also in the locker just down here, you have just around the corner, somewhere just down here, you have a 3-pin socket so you can have power out to your awning. Going inside the caravan now, demonstrate how the inside works. So above the door, you have your main control panel. You've got power on, just here. Master on, there we go. And then you've got your interior lights and your awning light for the outside of the caravan. Some of the lights you will need to go around and turn on individually as you go around the van, and you'll find the switches dotted around in various locations. Some also down in the front there. The lights that are on the sides of the cabinet, you have to press the button and it'll wake them up on the side of the on the button underneath here. It'll turn both of them on. Same with the front ones and the two on either side. Once you've got the master power turned on, I'll just take you back to the control panel for a moment. You can go through your options on here. Unfortunately, the screen's too bright to show it in the video, but there's settings on here which you can go through to adjust different features on the caravan. Internal temperature, leisure battery voltage, and your time, which also you can set in the control panel above the door. You've also got your water pump run switch here, which I'll demonstrate to you in a second. First thing you need to do is to fill the water system up, is come to each tap on board the caravan, open all the taps up on the hot side of the water system. That's all the taps on board the caravan. You're then going to come underneath the seat on the front right hand side of the van, and you will see, you can't actually see it here, but they're actually tucked down on the back of this tank on the far side. There is a yellow valve. Now that yellow valve, prior to filling the water system, needs to be parallel with the floor. Once that valve is parallel with the floor, and it's essentially a sealed up system, then you'll be able to come over to the control panel above the door, press your water pump switch, and it will turn the water pump on. Now when the water system is completely full, you'll have water running out of every tap on board the caravan continuously. At this point, you can turn all of the taps back off, but only when you have hot water continuously, or on the hot side of the taps you have water running continuously out of every tap, can you shut the taps off. And at that point you can start warming the water on board the caravan. And that's where this control panel above the door comes in. So hopefully in a second you'll be able to see this when it decides to clear up on the screen. There we go. So, to operate the heating, you'll need to come in. You've got the home screen here, which gives you the voltage, the current room temperature for the caravan. You can press the menu button, and then you've got plus or minus for your internal room temperature at the top here. Below that, you have hot water on when this bar is half full, and hot water boost when it is completely full. Below that, you have the amount of power coming into the caravan from the caravan site you are on. Now, if you've used a Truma system before, you may have seen 500, 1,000 and 2,000 watts down the side of the control panel, the twist dial. However, on here, it's done by 1, 2 or 3 kilowatts. So depending on what caravan site you're on, will depend on what you set this power source to. If you're on a site with 3 kilowatts available, then the heating and hot water system will work at its most efficient. Obviously, if it's on 1 kilowatt, it will take that a little bit longer to warm up, rather than how quick it would on the 3 kilowatts. Down the bottom here, you have the option to run gas, so you can get the gas system to ignite by pressing the button here on the bottom left-hand side. If it failed to ignite, it would actually come up with gas fail on the bottom of the screen. And normally, if it does this, it either means it's run out of gas, the caravan or the gas bottle run out of gas, the gas bottle's not turned on, or there is air in the system. If there was air in the system, or if that's what you think it may be, best option is to come to the hob, ignite the gas system on the hob and get gas through to that component, as it's the last part of the gas system on the caravan. I'm going to go on to the fridge now. To get the fridge to come on, you'll press the power button on the left hand side and the fridge will come on. At the moment, as you can see, we're on mains power. So if you've got mains power coming to the caravan, the fridge will work as a standard fridge would. Just hit the button here and you can control the temperature of the fridge on the right hand side. If you want to operate the fridge on gas, you can do that by selecting the gas option just here. Again, very similar to the control panel above the door for the heating and hot water. If it doesn't ignite for any reason, it could be for very similar reasons. What you'll notice is if it fails to ignite on gas, it'll actually flash the blue pilot light just here. So essentially when that solid blue, that is your pilot light. And if it flashes red on this side as well, that does mean it has actually failed to ignite. When you're towing down the road, you can use the fridge as a cool box to keep the beer and wine nice and cold. You would need to connect to the car on the front of the caravan first. You can have the control panels above the door turned off. You come inside, turn the power on, hit the 12 volt option. And as long as you connect it to the car and you've got the right connection on your car, like I said, that will work as a cool box. If we press the A button on the right hand side here, is essentially automatic mode. So what will happen is, if you've got it set to automatic, it will go for the power source that it can see is available. So for instance, if you've got 240 mains plugged in, it will use that as the power source. If the power source dropped off on the 240 volt, it would go over to gas, for instance. On gas or mains, like I said, you can control the temperature of the fridge on the button on the right hand side. The microwave in this particular caravan is an eco microwave. So what you'll need to do is hit the eco button just here to get the microwave to wake up if it has been turned off for any length of time or has been left for any length of time. Like I said, it is just a power saving mode, so you just need to hit the eco button and the microwave will wake back up. You've then got the hob, grill and oven. This all works very much the same as your household appliances. You just need to remember, if you have no 240 mains coming into the caravan, then the electric ring on the back of it will not work. Going into the bathroom now, and the last parts of the caravan we're going to go through. Now at the moment you've got a red light appearing here just to let me know I haven't put the toilet waste cassette back in place properly. So when I go back outside and push that in place, that red light will go off. The light here indicates you need more toilet flush fluid putting in. The light here indicates toilet waste cassette is half full, and the light here indicates the toilet waste cassette is completely full. To flush the toilet system, you'll press the grey button in the centre here, which will allow the toilet to flush. Below the toilet you have a grey waste handle. Now, when you are using the loo, you'll pull this grey waste handle out, so it allows the toilet waste into the cassette underneath the caravan. The toilet itself does actually turn for your convenience as well. However, when you're removing the cassette from underneath the caravan, you need to make sure it's back in the central position, as it will lock the toilet cassette in place. The idea is, if the toilet's been used, you can't remove the cassette. And that is also the very same thing if you have the grey waste handle open. When you try to remove the cassette, again, it will lock it into place. So that is the Coachman VIP 462. If you have any further questions on the van, please don't hesitate to give us a call here, and we'll be more than happy to help. Thank you for your business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon when you collect your caravan. Thank you for now. Bye bye.